Hey there, everybody. This is Rich, and this is something different. I'm doing something that I've not ever done before, which is try to come to you live and in person on video. And, I started doing a blog to kind of reach out to everybody and fill people in on my journey and what I've been up to. This is kind of the progression of that. And what I really am thinking of doing and trying to do is try to come be more personal by showing some video and kind of communicating with people this way. So forgive me. This is my first time doing it live. I am unscripted. If I say so much, too much of this or that, please forgive me. I promise I will get better with this. I figured today would be a great day to do something like this. It's an important day. It happens to be the day that Stephen Hawking died. Finally. It's just an unbelievable thing, an inspiration, somebody who lived, he had ALS, the disease that I'm now suffering from. He was diagnosed in 1962. I wasn't even born. I was born in 63. It's incredible. And what an inspiration, for that. People say, like, how did he live that long? When you're famous and you're a celebrity and you have a lot of money, you could afford 24-hour care and, you could afford all this treatment and to stay alive. There are machines and things that can keep you alive until, something else kills you. And that's what happened with him. 95% of the people with ALS would have died when they get respiratory failure. He had respiratory failure in the early 80s, and most people would have died then. But after getting a tracheotomy and being on machines, luckily for the world, we were able to, get the benefit of his amazing mind, and because that's the one thing that doesn't go from ALS. And so it was amazing. It's funny when I finally went to after 2 years of knowing that something was wrong with me, being undiagnosed, I went to the Mayo Clinic to one of the best neurologists in the world. And after a week and a half worth of tests, they sat me down in the room to give me the diagnosis and to tell me that I have an incurable disease. He said to me, he goes, most people live 2 to 3 years, 5 at the most. I'm actually going on my 5th right now. But look at other people. Everyone's different. People live 10 years, some people live 15 years. Look at Stephen Hawking. Look at him still going 50 years later. So from that day on, he's been an inspiration to me. And I'm glad, he's been able to do that. And he's now free from this disease and free from having the everyday struggles that he had to go through. And I'm so proud of him, and I look up to him. Today I'm in a pretty good mood. Actually, I'm in a really great mood. Yesterday I was in a really shitty mood, and that happens a lot with this. I was a little pissed at the government yesterday because at the House was a vote it was called the Right to Try vote, to give terminally ill patients the right to try treatment, as long as it's been through a phase 1 testing, to give the patients the opportunity to try medications or treatments or drugs if they are terminally ill, and they take their own responsibility, if something happens. I don't get political. I don't ever get political on social media. I'm an independent. I despise the fighting that comes from both sides of it. I can't stand the arguments from people on Facebook and everything. That's just me. That's just who I am. So with this bill, I couldn't care, and I won't even tell you which side was pushing to let patients choose to take medical treatments that may save their lives. Like for me, I want to try stem cell treatment. The stem cell treatment is in a phase 3 trial here in this country. in Boston, and I can't get it without a lot of stipulations, and even then it would be 1 in 2 chance I'd get a placebo. If not, I'd have to go to some sketchy place in the Middle East or South America or Asia. But no, the Democrats and the Republicans can't agree. You know, whatever the Republicans try to put through, the Democrats are going to say no. Whatever the Democrats try to put through, the Republicans are going to say no. Really sucks, even though all their constituents, I think everybody, 100% of them agree that it's like a no-brainer. You know, let's let these people, you know, have a chance, you know. Anyway, I'm feeling good today. I'm doing well. I kind of like this format. It's getting harder and harder for me to type. So I might blog a lot, my video blog, or vlog as the kids are calling it these days, a little bit more. There's been a lot of amazing people out there that I have not seen in a long, long time. You might just be hearing my voice after many, many years right now. You're certainly, if you haven't seen me in the last, you know, year, you haven't seen me with all this gray hair and all this long hair, because I honestly, I just don't care anymore. You know, it feels like it suits me right now at the moment, against my mom's better judgment, but, you know, what the hell. So, love you, Mom. But I think, hopefully, this is a good way for me to communicate with you guys. I'm sorry if this is a little bit too long. I wanted to keep it real short. So maybe you'll see more of these. Maybe we'll, you know, I'll be a little bit more prepared to talk about specific topics. And, you know, one of the things I always say is that I don't want to share with people all the bad stuff that happens with someone who is in my position, you know, afflicted with what, you know, something like I have. You know, I want to share the wonderful things, the great things about life. You know, I still live a wonderful, happy life with a beautiful family. And, you know, I want to show other people out there that you can do that too, you know. And I want to thank everybody, whoever's been following my blog, who has sent a nice message, who's tried to reach out, text, phone calls. You guys warm my heart. You fill me up with love. It's a very special thing to me. You know, it keeps me going, and it drives me. So I want to give back. I want to be, you know, I want to do what I can too. So I'm going to start to get a little bit more vocal about things. But I just want to tell you, look out for some more of these. Please subscribe to my blog if you have any interest at all. I'd appreciate it if you'd like to see where I am in my journey, what I'm talking about. And again, I might just write about the concert I went the night before. Or I might just opine about some old Dead tour I went on. Or I might just, you know, talk about family or something else. And I might talk about what I'm going through with my ALS, you know. So subscribe to my blog. I'd appreciate that. It's at richlieberman.com, RICHLIEBERMAN.com. And, you know, that's about it, man. From the bottom of my heart, I love everybody. Peace.